y'all. Hey, I love you too.
What up, though?
What up, though?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Mask Off Podcast, episode 15.
Episode 15. I think I'm gonna let our dog out because he sound like
Is this
he's
real?
being kidnapped.
Is this real love? We're back with another episode. Our dog is going crazy. We put him up because he almost tipped our stuff over, and he still
Lord.
is running rampant like a dog. Like, come on, he don't even be doing all this
He don't do this on regular
normally.
life.
Like, he just,
Oh my gosh.
my goodness.
Whew. You want to be a part of the show? Then be a part of the show.
Clearly, he wants to be seen. So here he is, our dog Pepper. Welcome to another episode, man. This is episode 15. Is this true love? Today we're going to be talking about how to recognize if your partner really loves you in a marriage, in a relationship.
Relationship too.
Yeah, partnership, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
Does your partner really love you? There are certain signs to tell. So we're going to be discussing that. As you all know, we have been married for
10 months.
10 months now. Coming up on 11. Coming up on a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. February 13th will make a year.
It don't seem like it.
Before we get to all of that, how you feeling today? Be honest with the people now.
With the people. Well, I mean, it's been a great week. I hosted for the Detroit House of Comedy
You
for
did.
the first time.
You definitely did that.
For T. Sanders.
Yeah.
Comedian T. Sanders.
Yeah.
And Camero was featuring, and that was a really good show. People had a lot of fun, so that felt good. And we did a show yesterday in Adrian, Michigan with Tommy Cook. Comedian
2 days
Tommy
ago.
Cook. Oh, that was
Friday.
2 days ago. Okay.
Timeline.
Yeah, my depression been kicking in after that, and so
The depression is not yours.
the depression has been kicking in a little bit, but I'm doing good. Otherwise, just
Good.
in my own little baby world.
Good. Well, that's good. Well, we got some people joining us on YouTube. Hello to you all.
Hello, YouTubians.
We didn't introduce ourselves. My name is Malik Lee.
My name is Danny Lee.
Together.
We are
The LuvLees.
the LuvLees.
Yes. So, I'm feeling good today.
Good.
It's been up and down for me the last week.
Okay.
Tragic news of some people passing away in the Detroit film community, so that's been a little rough.
Yeah.
But overall, feeling good. Overall, definitely feeling good. Just wanted to make sure that I'm in the right mindset, in the right space. Not being in fear, not being scared. Although that was a natural reaction. It's been three heart attacks that happened. 3 tragic passings due to heart attack. 2, one guy I was close to, another guy I knew, and another guy I didn't know, but he was a comedian in the Metro Detroit area. So it's just a little weird going on right now. But just seeing being grateful for my life and being here myself. Like, that's what you got to do, is just be grateful, be thankful for your life. So take time to be grateful. Take time to reach out to your people. Stay connected with your people, with your folks, because life is short. Life is short. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's important.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. The Lions lost.
Yeah, that was a bad time for you.
Yeah, and
For all of us, actually.
yeah, and that was the same time we got news of one of the passing. So, but yeah, it was a great season, historic season for the Lions. Although it ended abruptly.
Horribly.
Terrible.
I feel like if we would have lost with dignity,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have been so bad.
Agreed.
But he kept giving away the ball, and that's what made me feel sad. Because it's funny, because I don't even be into sports, but when it's your home team, you're like, yeah. And then as much as he's been in the sports, I was like, I ain't got no other choice but to get on board.
Yeah.
But when they lost the way that they lost, it was detrimental.
Yeah, it was. It was. So here we are. Now we got next season. We focus on next season. Gotta just move.
But they did do good because they had a lot of injuries, and yeah, I'm surprised they got as far as they did.
Yeah.
I honestly think that the people, the higher ups, be like, no, don't win, or whatever. Because I still think they could have won because he was making some goofy mistakes. I was like, oh, what's he doing?
100%. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens next year. Got to keep moving forward. Yeah. So today we are going to be talking about ways that you can realize and recognize if your partner really loves you in a relationship. This is very important because we have a lot of in this area and generation of technology.
mm-hmm.
You have social media. Kind of it helps us, but it can hurt us in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
This area of catfishing, which kind of still is a thing, although it's
mm-hmm.
been out for years.
Mm-hmm.
You got catfishing. You have different ways of dating now: Bumble, Tinder, Hinder, whatever.
Hinge, honey. I was on all of them. Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Facebook date and
mm-hmm.
black people meet.
Yeah.
And it'd be white people and black people meet.
Yeah,
like,
they do. And before we get to that, we want to shout out our comedy show, the LuvLee's, a clean comedy show in Detroit on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Tickets are available. You can cash app us at $, the LuvLees, or call or text 616-288-4932.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. We'll be in Detroit. Clean Valentine's Day show.
And it's funny because people are usually like confused at clean comedy. Like clean comedy, how can it happens? Like it exists. Clean comedy does exist.
It's real. It is real.
And it's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here. Lovely tip of the day. What's our lovely tip of the day today?
What's our? Oh, you want me to give it?
No, I got it. You got it?
If you got it, then go ahead. But I can make up something for us.
If you got it, give it. Give it, I got it.
Okay, well, the lovely tip of the day is make sure you live in the right now moments. You do not have tomorrow. You do not have yesterday. The only time you have is now. So even if you're going through something where it's hard to live in the moments, still just try to be present. Even if you're just physically present and not mentally present, at least you're present. And it's okay sometimes to regroup and come back because you don't want to end up being a crazy person and going off on people. So live in your right now moments. Take time out for yourself. That's my lovely tip of the day.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That's fantastic, baby. Good job.
Just came off the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very important because a lot of times we do get caught up in yesterday, and sometimes even the future. You would get so far ahead, and you should plan for tomorrow, and you should also be aware of your past, but you can't live in it because all you have is the moment. So that's great. That's great to know.
We're glad that you guys are tuning in with us right now because this is your moment that you're spending with us.
Yes, this is the moment. So let's get into it today. Episode 15, Is This Real Love? 5 ways to tell if your partner loves you. So we're going to be talking about it today. So what's our first one? Yeah.
First way is, do they consider your feelings?
Do they consider your feelings? That's a good one. Because when you're in a partnership, when you're in a marriage, you have to understand that you're becoming one. It's two ideas now. Your feelings, your ideas, your thoughts all matter. That all matters when you're in a partnership, in a relationship, in a marriage. Because you could be so focused and get and set on your things and your thoughts and your feelings that you can neglect the other person. And that's showing true love when you're selfless. Like true love is selfless. You're gonna be almost sometimes putting that other person before you at times.
Yeah.
It should be a balance that you should still care for yourself so you can even care for that person. But a lot of times, if someone doesn't love you, they won't make those sacrifices. They won't.
They're not gonna try.
Yeah, they'll just trample over your feelings. They won't be considerate of you. And not to say that if someone does love you that they won't do that, but it's about awareness as well. You'll pick it up like, okay, I think I trampled you. I think I stepped over you. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
Most of the time. Sometimes people make mistakes and they may trample over a person's feelings and don't even realize it and can't apologize because they did it and they just kept it moving. The other person is like, dang, no, you shouldn't have you did that and that hurt my feelings.
Right.
But it's like you have to know your partner, because sometimes you may say something or do something that may upset them, and you don't even know because they're a whole different person.
100%.
Yeah. We got some comments too up there.
Yeah, we do. Hello from India. Like done. Hi. Some foreign people. Hello. Mataslav. I don't know what that means.
That sounds freaky.
Amanda. How are you? Somebody said Mr. Clean.
Okay, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
That's they roasted.
But Mr. Clean is handsome. You handsome.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
At least you ain't Mr. Dirty, trifling, nasty, stanky.
That's true. And Marita said hello. She's in the building. Hello,
hey,
Marita.
Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. It's just one press of the button. Boom.
So yes, they will consider your feelings. That's the first thing. You want to be aware of that. Watch how they treat your feelings. Watch how they treat your ideas. When you bring something to the table, are they considerate of it? Do they take time to think about it? Even if it's not the best idea, do they at least consider it? You know what I'm saying? And your feelings.
Hey, we should go jump off of a bridge.
Like, oh, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
It's a bad idea.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah. But the feelings is the most important part, because as people, we have emotions. Emotions are a part of our well-being. They're part of our self. Even if the emotions are not helpful, it's still valid, because that's something that you're thinking. It's something that you're feeling. You know, there's certain feelings that you'll have that I'll listen to, even though, okay, we're not going to go there. But
everybody don't have wisdom like that, because it sometimes that type of tool has to be created and grown. Like, I'm learning how to be like, oh, that's a bad idea. Let me have patience to talk to him about it more, because normally I'm like, oh no, that's stupid. I'm not doing it, and that's it. You know, because it's like, to me, it's like, it's obvious. Why would you jump off of a bridge? That's stupid. And so I'm just out of there like, no, that's dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm learning how to communicate more and be like, hey, that may not be a good idea, because what would happen after we jump off the bridge?
Right.
Oh, we'll die. Okay, so do you want us to die? No. So do you understand why that's not a good idea?
Yeah.
You know, but that takes a lot of training. Like, you already have that gift. You do that with me all the time. But when you do stuff, I'd be like, why? Why would you do it that way? You know, and so I'm learning how to be more like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you've been single for so long, you can love a person and have selflessness towards them, but a natural thing to have is self-preservation. So you're trying to make sure that you're surviving, that nothing's going to happen to you, especially if you've been out here surviving on your own for so long. Like, for me, it's been me surviving, you know, and then I get into a relationship with you, and then it's like, hey, let's make this idea. It's like, well, shoot, I've been surviving for this many amount of years. Now you want to change it up a little bit. Like, why are we doing that? What does that do? You know, how does that help us?
That's a good point. Yeah. I agree. You got to be considerate of that person's feelings. That's the first way you'll know if somebody loves you. Are they considerate of your feelings? And even if they're not, bring it to their attention. You know what I'm saying? And then adjustments can be made. And if adjustments are made or effort isn't put in, then you like, okay,
they really don't care like that.
They don't care like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it does take time. Like you said, nobody's perfect. You know, love requires work. You know, so it's not gonna be easy, but it's possible.
Yes, it is.
Number two.
Number two is, how do they treat you?
How do they treat you?
Yeah. That's
a good point. And going back to patience, like, are they patient with you? Are they understanding with you? You know, do they care for you? Like, all those things matter. How do they treat you? How do they talk to you? Like, that matters. You know what I'm saying? Are they curt with you a lot of times? So, of course, we go through things and
sometimes
we just have something on our mind and we like...
And then the person that you're closest to is right there. So it's like, I have no one to go off on except for this person. You're going to get all my wrath, you know? But, but then it's like, if you don't care about a person like that, you're just going to talk to them any kind of way because they're taking it because they care about you and, you know, they're going to take it. So it's just like, whatever.
Yeah, the Bible tells us that love is patient, love is kind, it doesn't envy, it doesn't boast. So all those things will matter as far as, hey, do these things line up with real love, or what real love is, you know. That matters. That matters a great deal. You know, are they considerate in even the small things with how they treat you? You know what I'm saying?
It's like the overall way that they treat you too. It's not like, oh, a person make a mistake and y'all get into an argument, or they do this once every other 5 months or something like that. It's like, are they consistently loving on you, treating you right, and then they have their moments, or are they consistently treating you like crap,
right,
and they treat you nice every blue moon? So if it's the other way around, then that's not good.
Yeah, that's what you want to look for sure. It's a consistency day-to-day thing. We all make mistakes. We have our days, but on a consistent basis, how are they treating you? You know, that's the key. You know, and that's what it's like. Red and green flags. It's a culture now with watch out for the red flags. You also watch out for the green flags. Like, okay, they're patient with me when it comes to this. Are they interested in you?
Are they faithful? Are they consistently calling you?
Yeah,
like contact. Say you dated someone and they're not calling you and you consistently calling them.
Yes.
They may not like you like that.
That's a great point.
Like,
that's a great point.
I'm calling her all the time, but she don't never. I know women want to be chased, but like, will she call me or is she playing games? Like, yeah, you gonna keep calling me. I got him. You know, like.
That's a great point. Energy got to be reciprocated both ways. You know, like. That's gonna be a sign. Oh, this person showing interest. This person is being consistent with our communication. Wants to talk to me. Wants to check up on me. Wants to make sure I'm doing well.
Okay, right. Because I can be going through life, and you just going along with your life, and you ain't checked on me. You don't even know what I'm going through.
Yeah, at all.
That's how we were. Like, you would call me consistently. We were just friends, and I'd be like, "Oh wow, he calling me, so I'll call you." And you know, it was a reciprocated type of energy. We had to wonder, like, I wonder if they care about me. Like, even just as a friendship, when we established, like, we gonna be friends. Like, yes, they care about you. You know,
for real. So. For real. Like, how does a person look at you? You know, like that. All that matters in how they treat you, and that'll be your gauge and your meter to say, oh, they like me, they love me. Like, that matters. Look out for that stuff. A lot of times we get complacent, and we can feel good in our hearts, and we are pouring out so much, and we feel good in pouring out that we
don't realize we're not getting it back.
Yeah, we're not getting it back. So that's what you got to look for. Are you getting it back? That's key.
Yeah, you steady calling Tyrone. He ain't answering the phone. Find out Tyrone got about 3 different hoochie mamas on the side and a hoochie papa somewhere, and you just steady calling it.
Tyrone just doing his thing.
He just doing his thing. He at the club. You see him on Facebook. You just called him, and you see he was just on Facebook 4 minutes ago.
Crazy. It's crazy out here.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3 is, do they make time for you? I guess I was segueing into that.
Yeah, you were. That's a big thing. I mean, everybody's so busy. Everybody's busy. Like, everybody got obligations, responsibilities. Everybody's adults. You have something that's pulling your time. You got jobs, children, responsibilities, hobbies, sleep, like hygiene. There's so much that takes your time throughout the day. But do they make time for you? Do they prioritize you in their life, in their schedule? You know, it doesn't take much to send text these days.
It don't. It's so easy to communicate.
Yeah, even if it's, hey, I'm at work, I'm gonna call you on my break. Even if it's for 2 minutes, I just want to hear your voice. Like, I'm gonna text you throughout the day. How your day going? Did you eat? Like,
if they ask you if you ate, they really care about you.
For real. It's like, that's all that matters. Time is important, especially for men. I mean, men and women, period. But they say time is money. And the way you spend your time is the way you spend your money, is where your heart is. You know, so that's what you want to look at. Do they spend the time with you?
Why is time so important for men?
Because time is money. You know, it's a valuable thing of where I'm spending my efforts. I could be doing so much other things as a man, but if I'm here with you, it means I care about you. It means I'm going to invest my time into you. My time is the most valuable, important thing to a person, period, but definitely to a man, because we have so many demands on us. So where I am physically, you know, where I drive and put my effort and energy into, it means a lot. It means a lot. So are they spending that time with you? You know, are they pouring into you with their time? Like, that really, really matters.
And you can't get that time back either.
You cannot.
That's the one resource on earth that you cannot get back. It's time and your life. Like, you just can't get it back. So that's why it's important When you give people time, you're giving them a part of your life
100%.
because you can be spending some of your life doing something else, but
100%.
you're giving them your time.
100%. Yep. Time. Number 4.
Number 4 is, do they care about your interests?
That's a good one because we're different people. You know, even me and her, we're different people. We're married and we're different people. But, you know, the things that she talks about, I have to make sure I'm giving attention to as well. You know, the things that she's passionate about, I have to make sure I'm listening to. And I'm even learning that now. Like, 'cause she's very fired up with everything that's going on politically. And I have to continue to listen to that and take in that.
I know
You know,
that gets on his nerves, but I just be so annoyed with so many things.
Yeah,
And
but
I'd be like,
but as her husband, as our best friend, I have to pay attention to that. Like I
Yeah.
gotta be aware. I gotta be keen as well because this is something she's passionate about. If we go on this next year and she got a rant every day about it, and I'm constantly blowing her off, that won't fulfill her, and that won't fulfill you. You know, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And same for me.
with
I'm
the Lions.
with the Lions, with sports. Like I'm like, yo, man, they blah blah blah. And you know, giving in a
I
little.
be listening.
Yeah, like you know what I'm
I
saying.
don't care, but I listen.
But now you know we were
And
watching.
then I
the
ended
games
up
together.
caring. Like
You-
I want to watch it with you.
Yeah, you get pulled in. Like, no, I'm invested now. Like,
Right.
what did he say?
Right.
What policy he
What
done
is
away
that?
with?
That's an interception.
Oh no! You know what
Another
I'm saying?
interception? How
Yeah.
many did he have?
So yeah, your
I'm all looking up stuff like, so what do it mean? Like-
your interests matter. Even I recently started playing basketball again. That was a hobby I used to love, and I late last year got back into it, and I hurt my knee and I had to. But she's been on me like, hey, are you going to play ball this week? Like, you know, you need time for your hobbies. I told her about an artist that's coming to town this summer, and she's like, yeah, you should go. You should go have fun with your friends. Like, being interested in my hobbies and free time, you know.
Cause I don't know nothing about these dudes that he named. I was like,
Yeah, like, hey, that's what you want to do, you know. But it matters. Like that matters because that's what the person likes to do. And we both comedians, so we share that common hobby, and that common interest. So we automatically don't care about each other's careers on that round.
Yeah, because we do a lot. We do a lot together because
Yeah.
it's a lot that we do have. It's more that we have in common than that we don't have in common.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that. And so it's like, even within ourselves, we had to find. I know for me, still knowing ourselves individually. Like with me, it being sports and whatever it is. Like these are the type of stuff that make me feel good to be at the court, to be at the gym, or whatever the case is. So that matters. What is your person's interest? What is your partner's interest? What are their hobbies? You know, what are their dreams, goals, and aspirations? Like all of that matters.
You don't have to do everything they do. Like you're not about to catch me. Sometimes, I mean, when we were working out, I was playing around, talking about playing on a basketball court. But you're not about to catch me on the basketball court with him and his boys. I was like, hey, pass it up.
Right. Got to be with my husband.
Right,
Like,
I'm not doing that.
Get up out of here. Yes.
Or he had to, I don't know. Since I lost Kurt, it seems like I don't even
I was
know
like, what
my
do you
interests
do?
are.
Like, you need some interest.
I used to go to brunches with my friends and stuff and travel. But now that I'm married, I really don't want to travel by myself like that. It's not really something I'm like, I just want to do this by myself. I'd rather have my penis with me.
Yeah, but I think you do need to find what your hobbies are individually too.
I mean, individually, I do like to read. You're not about to read with me, you know. Like, hey, come read. I mean, we read the Bible together, but when you're not here, I do read books and stuff.
Good.
I don't just sit and be, whatever. I'll be depressed. I'm getting out of it.
She's working on it. All right.
Yeah, but I have read, like when you leave, I'll be like, okay, bet. And I just start reading a book or something. So, I mean, that's a hobby, but it's not like going to play basketball. Riding my bike, that's a hobby that I like to do.
Yeah.
I took him with me one time. He was like,
It was a lot.
he was in the back like, oh.
It was a lot.
Wait.
Yeah. But yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it's snow right now, so yeah.
Number 5.
The fifth way is, do they put you in their future plans? Like if you date somebody, are they like, we should one day go to the Bahamas together.
Yeah.
Or we should one day have children,
Mm.
or maybe we'll get married, or maybe you're the type of person I would want to get married to.
Yeah,
Or,
talking about the future.
you know, talking about the future versus, hey, do you want kids? You know, that's not really important because you just jump off, so it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's different stages of dating where that conversation shouldn't be brought up. It's early, but you know it should get to a certain point. I think around like it's different for everybody, but I think like 6 months is a good gauge to know that if you'll continue or this probably gonna stop soon. You know, but
How
once
did you know? Like, how long did it take you for me?
I don't really remember, but it wasn't long though. It wasn't long because it was what I needed. Like you were what I needed. You know, you were what I prayed for, in a wife. So it was like you were checking off the boxes for me. So it wasn't long for me. It was like now then it was just about okay, is this gonna stay consistent now? You know, and that's when it took a year of I think a year is a good gauge. We had a good gauge of like okay, good and bad, happy and sad. This is what it's gonna be.
All four
You know?
seasons.
Yeah, you got to go through all 4 seasons. You know, you can't like all 4 seasons naturally, the summer, spring, winter, and fall, but all 4 seasons of a person as well. Emotions like tragedy and triumph. You know, happy and sad, sleepy and energetic. You know what I'm saying? Locked in and lazy. Like all of that matters. It's like okay, this
L
is
and L.
yeah, for real. Like, you know, because there's seasons where I'm lazy. There's seasons where I'm locked in. There's days where I'm locked in. There's days where I'm lazy. You know, so all of it matters, you know, and when you realize you can weather the storm with a person, that's when you know. And so that's what's going to make you plan for the future is if, hey, I can deal with whatever comes our way with this person. You know, so when you get to that 6 month round, whatever the mark is for you, you want to look at it within yourself. But it's a certain time period where you'll say, okay, this is working, or no, it's not working.
Yeah, you gotta give as a person. For me, speaking for females, as a female, you have to give the person that you're dating, if you're interested in a future with them, a deadline because you can't just. For me, I mean, I don't know everybody's situation, but for me, I feel like if I'm dating someone and it's taking them years and years and years to figure out if I'm supposed to be in their future, then I need to be in their past. Because, no, like we said, time, you can't get time back. And most guys are hunters, and they know if they found what they've been hunting for.
100%.
Or if you're not what they want.
Yeah.
And so you just sitting there on the side hoping for him to change his mind.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It's not.
He's going to be who he is.
Yeah.
And he's going to continue to not choose you. And then it creates a spirit of rejection inside of you and make you be like, dang, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. It's just that this person, out of the 7.5 billion people in the world, is not the person for you. So you share time with them and it's time to move forward. I did that with everybody I dated. Even with Malachi, I gave him a deadline. He didn't know he had a deadline, but in my head, I had a deadline. I said, well, if this work out, that'll be fun. If it don't, that'll be fun too, because it's my friend. We have fun. Boom, boom, boom. And that's what happened.
Yeah. So it's real, and it doesn't take years. It doesn't. For a man, we know early on. You know, it doesn't take long. Like 3 to 6 months, they have a good idea. And if it's hesitant, you will still be doing certain things towards making some type of move towards commitment. To even know, because the next step is being even boyfriend, girlfriend, going from dating to, all right, this is commitment, to see if this is going to work. And then we can split ties after this and say, okay, we tried it.
We tried. It didn't work.
It didn't work. And that is what it is. And looking back, there's women I spent years with that I knew it wasn't gonna work, you know. But you like, you keep it going as long as
because you're comfortable.
Because you're comfortable.
You're familiar with it. It's like, well, they know me, but just because they know you don't mean they're for you.
Exactly.
Like, this person know everything about me. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's just somebody who you want to be with for the rest of your life. No, but they know me. Like that's like, and that's how the enemy is so tricky. Like, whenever you have sex with people, that's why for the most part, I'm not perfect, but when I got used to the dating thing, I made sure that when I would date dudes, that I kept my legs closed for the most part. Like, it wasn't the whole time, but for the most part, that was my decision. If I'm dating somebody, my legs are closed because I can make a decision that is good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have sex with somebody, you create this that your spirits start sharing each other, and then you create this soul tie, so your spirits are tied to each other, and it's hard to make logical decisions because now you're sexually with them. You became one with them when they're not even the person for you. So now you like, dang, I can't let him go because I'm so used to being with him, or I can't let her go because I'm so used to being with her. We're comfortable, and then you stay stuck in this situation
You don't
for 2 more years until something happens where you finally leave it alone, and then you still stuck, and then because you still like, oh, I'm gonna let me stick on their Facebook and see what they got going on. Like, you still stuck, and so then you finally give somebody who you care about, and you got to break it off, and it's not fair for the person who care about you. That you still over here, but you over here. Like, that's not fair. It's not.
So yeah, that's what it is. That's a great point. Great point. So those are the 5 ways that you'll know if somebody loves you. That's it right there. It's very important that you understand this. A lot of times we just go through and we're going through the motions without being intentional with our lives and with our future and with our love life. One of the biggest decisions you can make, definitely as a man, but also as a woman, is the spouse you choose, is the partner you choose.
Because a person can be crazy. Like, I've read plenty of cases where the man has killed his wife.
Yeah.
Instead of leaving her, he killed her. Like, just leave.
Yeah,
just
like,
leave.
It ain't that deep.
Just
like,
bye.
Bro, it's not that deep. It's
like,
not that deep.
You don't have to stay.
Yeah, you don't. You can definitely leave about here. So.
But that's one of the biggest decisions you can make in your life as a man or as a woman. Because as a man, you want a woman who is going to be there, who's going to support you, who's going to be your helper and not your hinderer. And so if you got somebody that's hindering you and you're trying to go somewhere in God or whatever, it's going to be harder because you're going to have somebody just hanging on your leg while you're trying to go somewhere. And let it be a woman who don't believe in you. Like, men grow based off of a woman who speaks life into them and who believes in them. You get a woman who don't believe in you,
and vice versa,
it's over. Oh yeah, and a man who's jealous of you. Like, I was in a relationship with somebody who was jealous of me, and that was hell. Because every time I did something good, he was like, like, dang,
and
okay.
Now you're stagnant.
Who do I tell about this? Right,
you feel guilty for succeeding.
Right.
Like, you're like, dang, I didn't win today. But some great news. But
I ain't tell him that.
And that matters because, like, the person, period. That's what a spouse is for y'all to pour into each other so y'all can continue to grow, cultivate each other's ground, cultivate each other's lives, minds, career paths, everything, purpose is for that.
That's the purpose of becoming one. It's like when you win, both of y'all win. We both win. Like, if both of y'all are focused and, y'all winning, we winning.
Yep.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep. So that's been another episode of the LuvLee Podcast. 5 ways to know if a person truly loves you. It's just real love. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing. Again, February 14th, we'll be at the Raw Space. Valentine's Day.
Tickets only $25.
Only 25 buckaroos. You could be sure to subscribe, tap in, and tune in with us. Thank you for all our YouTube watchers, all our Facebook watchers here. Thank y'all so much.
Call the number 616-288-4932 for tickets, or you can cash up us at $ the LuvLees, LUVLEES.
Yep. So be sure to choose love. LuvLees out. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace out. Love. See what all do they say on here? Hello, Mr. Clean. Oh, okay. Yep. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all.